Is it possible to create from a place of peace and prosperity instead of survival? Will it hit the same? No more training wheels or desperation as a safety net, like a real gangster staying alive when I could have died by my own hands. Now I have 100 of them on my back like a warm hug. A village raised me like the waves keeping a surfboard afloat. I can't control what's beyond me, but I can honor the efforts. Scared to death but not of death, and knowing I've earned what I've been fighting for with consistency and integrity. But do I deserve to be haunted by what I did in survival? Is there a plane of existence where I can live without having to be Superman all the time? I just can't see it. I don't know if any of that exists. Maybe I'm too tenacious. Or maybe it's because I was betrayed. I feel played. I know I probably shouldn't feel like this, but hey, feel like I got enough on my belt, but things change. I tend to give too much of myself and then drained. I was in the deep end, now I'm getting paid. I was just a virgin, but now I'm getting laid. They don't understand, I'll never be okay. Finna spend $250,000, what the f they gon' say when I have a knife gash in my face?
Yeah, so I bought $50 worth of food because I had a coupon that let me get $15 off a $35 order and free Uber one. So I paid like $20 including tip, and by the time I got there, I ate the sandwich and I kid you not, I passed out while I was eating the fries. I was like, bro, what?
You're crazy.
Look who's up.
Welcome back.
Looks like you had a bad dream. Here.
You ready?
Ready for what? To figure out why we're here. I feel like everyone has a wrong idea about cowards. Cowards are people who wreak havoc then walk away like nothing happened. Everyone called the Lion in The Wizard of Oz a coward, but he's not a coward. Cowards don't admit they're cowards. He's a wimp, don't get me wrong, but he was conditioned into that way of thinking. Kinda like me, I guess.
Why is toxicity glorified so much? I mean, I love how love feels, but I don't know. Maybe I'm the weird one, because I love saying I love you, but I'm reluctant to because I don't hear it back often. I try not to have expectations or put an emphasis on reciprocation because my love is unconditional, but I get disappointed a lot, which can be kind of discouraging, but that won't stop me from trying or crying. Well, not yet, at least.
People like to villainize me or make me feel less than because I'm not comfortable doing what some of the other kids like doing. I mean, I fit in just fine, but I'd be lying if I said how people perceive me doesn't affect me. It's okay though, because I like the villains more anyway. They look cool, they're unapologetic, and passion fuels their motives. Granted, they're destructive, but when you're done dirty, man, I'd hate me too if nobody could deter me from achieving my dreams.
Nobody ever truly sees me because that's not possible. Not because I don't wear my heart on my sleeve, but because people meet me and make their own assumptions or think they have a glass eye into how I operate. Most people I've known or loved have been wrong about me. And that's okay too. I just get so angry at myself because I know how I feel isn't wrong, but I just don't think anyone would understand the depths of it.
if I get another, why you so serious? I'ma leave, not so sure I'm deserving of any happiness with this grief. And I'm not trusting what you say about the real world, cause what the fuck's the real world of life is what you make of it. Make of it, make of it, make of it.
I mask how I feel until I can't anymore. I'm a real person with a lot of pain festered who just so happens to do a lot of good things too. I'm glad everyone can get pieces of me and make those assessments, but nobody really hears or gets me because I only say what needs to be said. I can't trust vulnerability anymore after being met with stoicism or weaponization, so I just put my mask on and keep it pushing.
Sometimes I sit thinking about ghosts of the past and close my eyes, and where tears used to fall is just empty. As someone who hides their face behind a mask so villainous, I'm honestly terrified that the things I want might actually happen to me. I can design clothes and make art, but I can never design a way out of the void where genuine love is kept its distance. I feel like I've been heartbroken so many times that even when progress is made, it'll slip through my hands before I have the chance to hold and cherish it. Maybe that's why I hide. Because I can't trust how surreal the pleas of reassurance are when the echoes of past indifferences keep lingering. How many boulders do I have to crack through or climb over until I get where I'm compelled to follow? I mean, I feel like I've done a lot and nothing at the same time. And it's lonely out here, but my loyalty lies with seeing things through even if it's killing me. Sucks because the more I walk, the more I realize there's nothing within my control besides how I pace myself. I just feel like the answers can't find me unless I push towards them on my own. I can't figure out who I am around others, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't like being wrong.
I'm not sure exactly what happened, if I'm being honest. One day, I'm in this dreamlike world where everything is perfect. And the next, I'm realizing I've been brainwashed into believing that criticism, flaws, or normal human emotions deserve retaliation or punishment. Once I woke up after realizing a part of my love had to die, I didn't know where to go or who to trust. I still don't know. I just know that maybe I should have trusted my intuition more or something. It's better to deal with the aftermath than to have stayed in something that was slowly killing me, but this is a journey even I don't know if I can stay positive through. Especially if I'm doing it alone.
Fear has controlled my entire life. It was always there, but once the only person who saw me before I could see myself was taken, shadows illuminated the spark that once kept us adrift. I thought by rewriting all of our stories I'd gain some type of closure, but it's not like these aren't real people still breathing. Maybe it's because I don't trust myself enough to trust my friends. And that's why I made new ones. substitutes of our characteristics manifested through the curse of conviction. There's no outrunning the losses of missing anchors when it's just you playing marrowbone. So no matter how many new tides propel hope, the ocean is too deep not to drown in. I'll take the fault even if it's out of my control, because not a day goes by where I don't miss having a better grip on all of it. And if it's not just me, I wonder if they found it, and selfishly, if they still hold a space for me in their thoughts. You. Damn it! Look, I'm done trying to please people who keep misunderstanding me on purpose, so I'm done. I'm done. I need a minute.
He's been called a bitch so many times. I guess he thinks being sensitive is a feminine trait.
Or conditioned into believing that being non-judgmental and comfortable within yourself makes you gay.
Hey, stop enabling the projections. It just makes it worse.
Well, he created us for a reason. It's like Lars and the Real Girl on 10, and we just look cool.
We're the direct opposites of the friends he's lost because he's lost. You know he has trust issues, so if he thinks grieving and crying the way he does needs nurturing because every time he's tried to be vulnerable with real people, they mocked him or were too superficial to understand his grievances, then why give him more shit than he already gives himself?
True. I just don't want him to miss out on something real, seeing as Wes and Bayla still reach out to him. And I know he's not happy, but I get it. He has responsibilities, and only he can live with himself.
We all know he's capable of so much more. So if loneliness is why we're here, and he's comfortable enough to vent to us, we have no choice but to listen.
Sometimes the hardest thing to get people to do is care. We're all struggling. I don't think Arthur, Wes, or Sappy understand how much they've impacted my life. Especially my Wes. I was angry for so long, and it's still hard at times because we definitely have trauma. But I love him. I don't hide anymore because they showed up for me even if I wasn't showing up for myself. And the more I leaned in and trusted their support, the more I realized that choosing to work together through it all makes the scarcity of love a subconscious decision. I definitely don't play about protecting them, and I honestly never did. So don't mess with me.
I feel like I've done such a good job of overcompensating that I don't really know what to say right now. Through dedication and commitment, all of the compelling feelings I've had towards Bayla have almost been like destiny for us. I was so heartbroken about her losing herself, but she came back as my other friends kind of isolated themselves and everything else became distant. It's weird because even in her absence, she's been the one constant who understood me, even when she was scared to love me back. I know the person who hurt you usually can't heal you, but maybe for once we're the exception and not the rule. I got a great job doing what I love, the greatest partner in crime, house, car, stability. But I'm still just kind of going through the motions. Still fighting some dark thoughts, still trying to make amends with the fact that the group might actually be going their separate ways. I never really had a village until they came along. I'll always have my rock, but this perpetual sadness is something that has yet to be resolved. So I've just been kind of numb, honestly.
When you're taken out of elements you were raised in, there's a 50-50 chance that your life could be better or worse than when you left. I guess mine was the latter. Here I am now, a once bubbly and extroverted girl just trying to keep my head up because my naivete put me in an abusive situation, and I don't really know how to stomach that guilt. All I can think about is who I was before, why everything had to play out the way it did, and try to find my own motivation to keep living. There are fragments of those times, though, before it all got misconstrued. Even ideal futures that pass within the piece. I may not be able to see it fully, but I'll cherish them until we reconnect.